Hi everybody, this is Art Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Episode 6. So last time we arrived at the school, and just want to say a quick mention. Thank you for someone in the comments for clarifying that indeed Elena Lisa's curse about, needing to have sex, constantly. We don't know what the time limit is, but if she doesn't do it within a certain amount of time, then she'll die. Yeah, that's definitely not a metaphor. That is definitely literally. She will literally fall off and die if she doesn't do it. So I do think that kind of changes a little bit how I see her character, because before it felt like, oh, she just does it because she just wants to, and those are her preferences, blah blah blah. But no, she's had this lifestyle not out of choice, not an active choice, but because it's something that she's had to do out of survival, really. And by this point that we've met her, she's just more than used to it. So it's like, I think we're she's like, well, I have this, might as well get something out of it. Though I still don't. Maybe that's where the pain comes from, because it would feel, maybe she is trying to regain some sort of control over her body by paying and being like, no, I'm not telling her stuff. I'm not telling myself. I'm going to others, and then I'm being like, no, I'm paying for your services. I don't know. I think it is interesting, and I hope we'll be able to learn more in depth about that and how that has affected her emotionally, because there's like a thing of like, well, why doesn't she find someone where she can have a long just a long length relationship, and then she wouldn't have to keep searching for a new guy every single time. Now it'd just be easier to just go look for someone if they're already your partner. But the way that she has that curse, maybe it definitely doesn't make it easier to make a stable relationship, because she has to do it constantly. So there's no such thing as taking your time with her in that regard. But I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to comment on that, because I do feel like that definitely changes the way that I had been thinking about her. So yeah, and now Rudy's in a school. He's reunited with Tanova, who always calls him master, even though he was in the school before him. He technically reunited with Sophie, even though he doesn't recognize her, and she's not making no attempt at telling him who she actually is. So I wonder how long they're gonna keep that up. He made her look bad in front of other students, and I want to say a teacher, when they first were like, oh, let's see who of you two is stronger. And then he used his future eye and a spell that can nullify magic, which that's pretty powerful. And then he met Luke, and yeah, his look is a gray red, which I did not expect, but okay, I wonder if that's gonna just matter in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, he was kinda not trash talking, but just basically telling Rudy, you must think a lot of yourself if basically implying that, oh, you really must not care much for your friend if you don't recognize who Sylvie is. But didn't really spell it out, probably because Sylvie asked Luke not to say anything. And then we had also Rudy meet the daughter of the village chief from the Beast village. Dolia? I don't remember her name though. Something with an L, I think. Linia? And a friend of hers. But yeah, then, Rudy went to the library to try and figure out how to cure his ED, and then to try and research the teleportation incident. And it seems like Sylvie led him in the right direction, but we didn't really actually see him read the book that she recommended for him. And then some panties fell out of a building window, and then he caught them, and he was like, oh, what is this? Let me admire them real quick. And then a bunch of the girls that live in the building were just about to lynch him, but Sylvie came in clutch and she vouched for him. So then they had a nice talk, and yeah, I mean, she was like, oh, this is so weird that you're treating me like this, because he's calling her senpai. And then Rudy is like, I don't get it, what do you mean by that? And she was just like, oh, it's a secret. So that's where we left off. So let's just get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Already doing some physical exercise. Oh, he's actually making new figurines. Yeah. No. Nice. It does look... Yeah, I was gonna say, it kind of looks similar. One looks like karaage, and the other one just looks soup. Oh boy. That's not right, man. I'm talking about, I don't think she's their same age. Oh, okay. That's a shame. I figured. I'm glad we got back to that. Oh, yes, the song. Once again, this dream. I do wonder why the girl is in white silhouette. This is the first time ever that they've reused a visual for an opening song in the series. でさ、少しちゃんとひでて住んでた立ち止まったそんな手のたなったんだだけでもちゃんと高りんだなんでゆくてだよにOh. Why are you lying to him? I don't understand the point of doing this. I would understand with anyone else, but this is your childhood friend. Sure, it would be easier with two people. Yorokonde. Ah, yeah, ja aimasen. He blushed again. Yeah? What are you imagining exactly? Why can't you? Yeah, are you gonna ask about this? Oh, okay, that's the explanation. Fair enough. The slaves? That's... Eesh. Yeah. Yep. I wonder why. No, my master taught me that. Hmm. どうして？なんでですか？ Yeah, you're just gonna laugh and not elaborate? If only bisexual Rudy could be a thing. Okay. Yes. Are you ready? Oh, I feel like that's more the case. I can see that. Hmm. Yeah, what do you mean with used? Don't answer. I think I know what he means. Why is he talking like that? Um, I want to see the rest of the journey. Huh. Nothing? Damn. What?残念です. Mm. Now you can just do it by hand, I guess, but mm. Yep. Good for you. What? He did say it was the hardest, but how did he mess it up so bad? Uh, he doesn't have the delicate dexterity for it. Mm. Hmm. Ooh, we definitely cannot use that method. Huh? Huh? What are we saying? Oh no. Rudy, Rudy no longer gonna be my boy. I cannot believe he just so casually talked about that. Oh yeah, like I'm gonna get a pet real soon. What? Uh, ともします。 Untouched with just stills? Okay. They actually doing this? Now this is wild. This is horrible. Yeah, no shit. Mm. Wow. This is such a messed up situation. Hmm. Oof. Looks like there's some light in her eyes. Yep, I don't want to die. That's why the episode is called that. That's like, yeah, now that we saw her, she's definitely the one that was in the opening. Um, with the chains. I still like. I could understand Sylphie and Sanova not thinking much about it because they've always lived in this world and they probably it's been looked at it as normal. I sure, but Rudius, he should like he should know better. Like what? Why did he agree to it so easily? He should have been like, no, we can do it differently. Like you can argue, that they saved her. We cannot say just yet what's gonna happen to her yet, but that you can say that they saved her from ending up with someone worse. But they still bought her, that she's still their slave. This is what? I still cannot wrap my head around it. Kidnapping and confinement of base girls. Oh, okay. I can only guess that's gonna be a heavy episode also. Yeah, I mean, this episode was mostly revolved around trying to help Tanova to be able to make figurines, and just Rudy technically reacquainting himself with Sylphie. but not technically, because for him, he sees a person he's never met before. But we all know that these two go way back. It's just that one of them is not aware of it. And I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting something about episode 0, because like I said, I can understand why she doesn't tell anyone else. But Brody is or was her closest friend, so I don't understand the risk of telling him. I'm sure he would keep it a secret. And if anything, it would be just easier between each other if Rudy knew, and so he's not questioning basically everything that she says. Well, how do you know this? And well, how? That's weird. That sounds like someone I know. So I am a little confused on Sophie's on the way that Sophie's going about this. And yeah, just Brody having a confusion about his sexuality. Wait a minute. Fix is making me. Am I attracted to a guy? So he's going through with that. But I don't know. Like I said, and then we got to Sanova and being like, well, okay, try to use magic to make figurines. Didn't work. Okay, try to do it with your own hands. Then also didn't work, because he's just he doesn't know how to use his strength and hold back with it. So Sylvie, I think, was the one that gave the recommendation of well, I knew someone who wanted to do something, but they couldn't do it for themselves, so they used a slave. And Rudy was just like, oh yeah, you know what, that might be what we need. And from that moment, I'm just like, what? I still could not believe he... What? That Rudy, the same guy that was like so hesitant of Rudyard to killing people before, even regardless of who they were. He's just all nonchalant, being like, yeah, let's just buy someone's freedom. Why not? I mean, it's the thing of like, you know what? No, I was gonna say that they're gonna be like, oh well, after a point she may be free to leave, but right now she doesn't have the option to do that. And they're gonna try to make it all, like, oh well, being with these three will help her out, and saying that there is something worth living for, but I'm gonna have very mixed feelings about this for sure. And not once from just at any point being in the slave shop, Rudy had any thought about like, maybe I shouldn't take part on such a awful just awful business. And it is interesting that also that he was actually very close. I do believe that he would have killed her if she said yes. I do. Because is this the same guy that is like, yeah, I believe that anyone can change. But just looking at her eyes, he was like, yeah, she's never gonna recover from this. Let's just make it so that she, this will be more merciful. Which, I can understand that opinion for sure, better dead than ending up as someone's slave. just the way that, you know, he said that she reminded him of himself, his old self. So I was like, but you changed. You gained multiple times reasons to leave, reasons to keep going. But you don't believe that someone as young as her could do that? That just felt weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll gain a better understanding of this episode. Maybe it'll get recontextualized once we see more of this, whatever this is gonna become. But right now, I'm not liking it. So yeah, for now they're just gonna leave her with Sanova, which he's a weirdo, but I don't think he'll do anything to her. Except for, you know, the whole thing of like being too strong. He might break her arm in with by just trying to hold her. So better him just not touching her. And then Rudy is gonna just teach her and give her some medication. Sure. If it was for me though, if only this could be a different series, I would have definitely been like, yeah, Rudy, just destroy the whole slave shop, free all of them, and just, you know, just beat everyone that owns it and is a seller to a pulp. But, you know, I understand that Rudy just, there would be very big consequences for him doing that. So it's just not quote unquote realistic. But yeah, that's just my idealistic self talking. But that's the thing, Rudy never once even mentioned a desire to try and doing that, being like, well, I wish I could. But that's just not possible. There was just an allusion to it. Of just him to this girl being like, yeah, I don't think I can do that much for her. If she's so far down that she, you know, that she doesn't want to leave right now. But yeah, that's my reaction to episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei season 2. So if you liked my video, then please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.